the most destructive part of thought is under which we are living. Wars, eternal wars. Mm-hmm. And nobody seems to be able to stop it. And nobody wants to stop it. Commercialism, you know all the rest of it, don't have to go into all that.
Well then how can we stop it? And we better start, I suppose, with ourselves.
Yes, that's all.
How do we do that?
After all, sir, human consciousness is the consciousness of mankind. Mm-hmm. Right? It's not my consciousness or your consciousness, it's the consciousness of humanity. Yes. And the content of that consciousness is put there by thought. Greed, envy, ambition, all the conflicts, misery, suffering, extraordinary sense of isolation, loneliness, despair, anxiety, all that's there in our consciousness. Belief. I believe in God, I believe in this. So faith and belief brings about atrophy to the brain.
But do you reject belief itself?
Oh yes.
Do you?
Completely. Because if you look...
You don't leave much standing, do you, Krishnaji? Huh? You don't leave much standing, do you,
Of course
Krishnaji?
Not. That's what I said. One has to be free of all the illusions that thought has created to see something really sacred which comes about through right meditation.
And how, right meditation?
Yeah.
And what is right meditation? You suggest that there is also a wrong meditation.
Oh, all the meditations that are being put forward now by the gurus and all the rest of it is nonsense.
Why?
Because first you must put the house in order.
But isn't this the way to put the house in order?
You see, that's wrong. They think by meditating you put the house in order.
Yes. No?
No.
Not so?
No. On the contrary, you must put the house in order, which is house, you understand?
Yes.
House in order. Then otherwise if you don't, it becomes an escape.
But we need surely to escape from the ego, from the self, from these desires, these demands in ourselves. Surely the silence of meditation is a valuable path to that, isn't it?
You see, please, the question of meditation is very complex. Unless one puts the house in order, which is no fear, the understanding of pleasure, the ending of sorrow, from that arises love, compassion, intelligence. And the process to that, we'll call it process for the moment, is part of meditation. And then to find out whether thought can ever stop, which is time has to have a stop. And then out of that comes the great silence. It's in that silence alone that one can find that which is sacred.
Well, but to stop thought is, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure this is true of most people, the most difficult thing in life is to switch off the mind.
And this is again rather complex. Who is it that switches off the mind?
I suppose what I have to say is it's the mind itself, switching itself off, which I suppose is impossible.
Now, when one realizes the observer is the observed, the controller is the controlled, the experiencer is the experienced, when one actually realizes it, not intellectually, verbally, but profoundly, then that very perception stops it. It's like seeing danger. Mm-hmm. If you see danger, you move away from it.
Yes.
So if you see the danger, quotes, if you see the danger of conflict, for example, the danger, the psychological danger of a human being who is perpetually in conflict, he may meditate, he may do all kinds of things, conflict will go on. But when he sees the danger of it, like a poison, then you stop it. There's an end of it.
But see, from what you say, it seems to me that there is no path to this.
Oh no.
Well, how do we get there? I mean, to get somewhere where there is no path seems to me a very difficult idea indeed.
Look, these paths have been laid down by thought. Right? There is the whole Hindu idea of paths of, the Buddhist, the Christian. The truth is not a fixed point. So you can't have a path to it.
But there must be a path, or I hope there's a path, to the ending of conflict of which we're speaking.
There is not a path. There is an ending of conflict, sorrow and all that. When one realizes, no, let's put it that way, when there is actual sensitive awareness of what one is, without any distortion, awareness of it, without any choice. Out of that, there's the ending of it, all this mess.